Alright, so we're going to take a look at the LR Soda Hope Trunks into the Rose Goku Black and Zamasu Red Zone. I guess, versus Zamasu technically is the Red Zone name. I did take Future Gohan into the stage before this guy. If you haven't seen that video, feel free to check out the Future Gohan video. But I do think that this guy could actually work pretty well on this stage because of the fact that and Zamasu is the first phase, so this could help this guy build up. And then if you get him turn 5 against Goku Black and Zamasu, I mean, he's gonna do pretty well against them in the standby mode. So I think this is actually going to be one of his better fights, funny enough. Same with the Future Gohan, one of his better fights too. But we'll take a look at him. This is the friend. Unfortunately, I could not get my own Soda Hope Trunks, so we're gonna do the free-to-play version of this. Whatever, man. Let's just hop in. This will be fine. It's gonna be good enough for what we want to do. We could actually get the intro animation in here too, pretty sweet, and we're actually getting 50% support starting off as well. Okay, I'll definitely take that. Let's get these intros in. Good job, Trunks. Good job, buddy. Now, let's see what Trunks is going to do here. I mean, again, in this situation, we're going to have Trunks slot 2. In this situation, also, Vegeta and Trunks could sell, and it won't, obviously be in Trunks' fault. Okay, so what Trunks is doing is he is a build-up unit. With each attack he does, he gets 10% defense up to 50% defense. Then he stacks defense on his 18 key. And raises defense for 1 turn on his 12 key super attack, essentially, if we're just talking purely defensively. And then he has a bunch of additional super attack chances. With his intro, he launches an additional that has a 70% chance to become a super. Then baseline, as a second or third attacker in the turn, he does an additional that has a high chance to become a super attack. Now with each super attack he does, he gets 10% damage reduction up to 30%. So, again, the thing I was talking about here is that even if you get screwed over by the attacks, Trunks should still be relatively okay, even with just a 10% reduction. Hopefully we see him kind of cook here, but it depends on if we get the 70% chance, the high chance, or the hidden potential system to proc, which would be very nice if you do get that. That also builds up a little more. No super attack for you, that's fine. Now, one other thing about this Trunks as well that I do want to kind of point out a little bit. Vegeta Trunks, by the way, they weren't even doing too bad here. I feel like a lot of people were kind of overhating on this unit again. Oh, shocker, right? I mean, right here, they eat the first few attacks pretty nicely. I mean, I guess this Zamasu specifically isn't really the mega hardest hitter ever, but he is doing 500k attack, start of turn, right? Now, okay, well, we got the 30% chance with this guy. Hopefully Trunks is able to cook first with the 70% chance. So, yeah, this is what I want to say. Trunks, I feel like it's pretty easy damage. Now, 11 million on its own is not that great. But if he's getting these additional super attacks, right? So, if we say we saw the 11 mil into a 7 million, into another 7 million, into another 7 million, then that's where we're kind of okay, he's cooking there. I realize Gohan is not under the Gohan is not under the leader skill. I forgot that Trunks leads time travelers, and Future Gohan obviously is not on time travelers. So that's not good for us, but we'll just have to cook for now. I mean, we'll just have to make do. That's definitely a mistake I made. Oopsie, Sometimes, everyone makes mistakes, especially at 3 a.m. in the morning. It's fine. If we can always hop back in. I have 5 attempts. Yeah, see, Mai died. See, it doesn't even matter. Mai died anyways, right? Let me fix the team and we'll hop back in. Alright, we're here with Trunks, and I mean, we'll see if we can get another situation that'll be good for him this turn. Maybe, maybe not, right? We got hit pretty hard because what's-his-face, Goku and Zamasu did not even dodge for us, so that's pretty cool. And we'll get this with Mai. So we're getting 50% support here. It's basically the same situation we saw last turn. So it wasn't really the need to show... I can't speak. There wasn't really a need to show the defensive stat. Now, getting him in the second rotation, it doesn't really matter between the second or the first rotation. But if there's Trunks pops off with damage, we could even potentially finish Zamasu off on this turn. If he goes like super mega crazy, but I'm not sure about that. And again, we see the same 11.3 mil attack stat. Hopefully, let's see if we could quad super this time. That'd be cool. So 70% chance missed, the 50% chance missed, and then we did get the hidden potential system at least. So we are getting 20% reduction, 2 defense raises for the turn. Double digits makes a lot of sense with type advantage, right? So that's good. Hopefully my dodges here. Okay, Mai, thanks you. You're the greatest, Mai. This is obviously quite dangerous. I would love to... I guess... I really don't want to even heal, because I kind of have to heal. I don't think there's really a choice. I would like to stay under 70% HP, but, you know... I'm kind of forced to heal right here, because, obviously, I need to live. No way, right? I need to, like, survive the fight. It's crazy, isn't it? These rotations are not really ideal either. I would actually like to have Sword of Hope Trunks over here with Vegeta and Trunks, but with how things panned out, not really going the greatest. Not at all. So, that sucks. I mean, I guess if I push Vegeta and Trunks, he's gonna like be here next this turn, right? When we get to the final phase against the other Zamasu. Dodge? Why aren't you dodging, buddy? That'd be nice. I guess at least we took under the 70% HP threshold again. I'll take that, right? But I'm also glad we healed because we would have died, huh? Yeah, what a freaking loser, Goku and Zamasu, man. What a absolute fraud. Mai's not even gonna triple super. Oh, she did. Okay, never mind. I'm a liar. It's fine. Okay. Trunks next turn. We'll have no support, but let's see. What is his defense now that we got some extra little build up here? I'll be very interested to see what he's going to be cooking on this turn. We're going to have to put him in slot 1. Keep in mind, he does get 100% attack as the second attack on the turn. So that does help his damage up quite a bit. So what are we cooking with Trunks here? 361k defense. That's fine, right? I mean, so it would have been a little higher last turn, huh? I mean, obviously he's gonna take some damage here because there's no reduction. And then obviously he has he's not really gonna be ran in slot 1, but that's his slot 1 damage right there, 6.7 starting off, and we got an extra stack, so we'll see what the Sword of Hope version is gonna be looking like. I'll be very interested to see that. I could use the active skill here. We know where the super is, huh? Yeah, what I'll do is I'll use the active here. Bam. That'll be fine. Now we get the active skill boost, so we'll be cooking here. And then actually, I guess I'll just whatever, I'll just heal anyways. I don't even care anymore, man. It's gonna be just fine. I actually won't grab those physical orbs though, and we should be good here given that Gowasu and Zamasu do also dodge. That'd be sick, because I'm pretty sure this unit will still take some damage from Tech Goku Black and Zamasu here, because their super attack just hits so hard, right? It does so much damage. 1.6 mil. It's quite a lot, but yeah, like 200k. That makes sense to me. So we just need to dodge with the rest of the units, and we'll be fine. Then we could use the standby with Trunks next turn, which would be really good. Double super is nice for the defense buff, just in case we do take a normal. We'll take less damage. Nice, 70% chance, Maya. Awesome, awesome, great. Now we just need these frauds to dodge. I know they take about 300, no, they take like 400k, 480k or so if they don't dodge. Oh, they took 200k. We had Cold Judgment, that's why. Okay, now we could use the standby. Awesome. That's really, really good. And we're getting 50% support. So let's pop this standby here. And we'll also pop Vegito Blue. But just checking their defense, 570k defense. Again, it's like at this point, you know, if you get 30% reduction, he gets like 4 super attacks off. His defense is quite nice, right? With a 30% reduction. I wouldn't say it's like anything crazy, but this is only a 69% Trunks here. So I'm not really expecting him to like eat super attacks like that. But let's use a standby and let's see how we can do here. And I'll explain what the standby does as well. All right, cool. So how his standby works, and I'll actually just go ahead and skip through these. What this Trunks standby does, it does give him the ability, you see right here, obviously we could use the finish skill. This finish skill is charged with each attack we do with Trunks, right? So whenever, like for example, Vegito Blue's Active Scritter counts as an attack, Trunks does a lot of attacks in his standby mode, so that'll also allow us to build up the ability much quicker. How much do we heal here? A little bit of HP. Trunks is at 440k right there, which is pretty good. Now, again, how Trunks does operate on top of this in terms of just his standby. For the first turn, he gets 50% damage reduction, and then an additional that has a great chance to become a super. Then as the first attacker, he has guard, and then an additional, I can't even say that right, an additional that has a great chance to become a super attack. When you collect 5 key spheres with him, he gets a guaranteed additional super attack on top of that. So he has, what, 3 extra additional super attacks in his passive. His first one, then the hidden potential system. And to help compensate for that, he does also have the ability to create rainbow key spheres. So we very well could kill here with even Trunks. Trunks is absolutely absurd when you're in the standby form. I mean, right here, we're doing 12 million. We're missing some links that could potentially be activated with him as well. Like, if he pops off, he could do a lot of damage, I've seen. Especially if you have, like, the future Gohan, like, ability where you're making the extreme class allies take, or enemies as well, take extra damage. That's very strong. So, again, there's another super attack right there. He does have the same super attack effects, so Trunks is looking really good here. He should take this super attack for even double digits, right? I'm assuming so. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously very good tanking from Trunks specifically, right? Like, when he has the 50% reduction and the guard, nothing could damage him. And then he's just doing quite a good amount of damage. As I use this Trunks more, I am warming up to him a little bit. My worries for his base form are still there, though, and that's really the biggest issue with him. But if you're able to, like, safely work around the first form of Trunks and get his standby out, he's very, very good. His standby, I am a huge fan of how his standby is, like, actually working in game. So how I like Trunks compared to other units, though, I'm not sure. Like, I might even say, like, you know, do I like the 5th anniversary EZA Blue Fusions better? I still might, because I feel like they kind of do, like they're safer-ish in their base forms, right? Because you just float them off, they have this 70% dodge chance, and you only see them once early on. Then when they come back, they guarantee dodge, right? And then they have all these extra additionals. On turn 4, well, Trunks does have to wait turn 5 for his basically invincibility. Yeah, of course. Yeah, great job, Mike. You're great. Okay, we couldn't see the... unfortunately, yeah, we did not see the Sword of Hope, which I would say is reasonable not to see it in these events, because these events are shorter. The Sword of Hope is really going to be seen... I can't even show his art, whatever. Maybe I could... you know what I'll do? We'll go over here. We'll show his art here. The Sword of Hope, I feel like, is a thing you'll really see in, like, Omega. And then sometimes the shorter content, maybe... I think Sin is another fight you could really see it. But like, you know, like this Goku Black Zamasu fight is going to be very difficult to see that kind of standby that you have to wait all the way to like turn 7 or even 8 for, depending on, you know, if you're even just using a Trunks as a friend like I am. I have to wait till basically turn 8, right? So that is the issue, but you could see it, and that sort of hope does do quite a lot of damage against these bosses for sure. So let me know what you guys think about him. I think it looked pretty good here overall, right? I think he is well built for this fight. If you're able to, as long as you're able to get a standby out by the time that you are actually against Goku Black and Zamasu, he cooks quite well with this type advantage in the second phase and doing some pretty good damage. He can get through that phase pretty quickly. I do wish, though, maybe they could have given this guy built-in crit in his kit. I think that would help him out a lot, because he's like doing all these like potential normals and he's doing this damage, right? Like the attack stats are pretty nice, but without crit in the passive, you have to put it basically full hidden potential. Not the worst thing, but it's like if we had the extra crit, then he could still be doing even more consistent damage. Because I feel like this guy is kind of built to be closer to a damage dealing unit, especially before he actually standbys. But whatever, let me know what y'all think again, and I'll catch you next time.